I'm now traveling a few miles up the coast to Orlowo. From there, I'll visit the port city of Gdynia. Behind me are the Orlowskie cliffs, and at 295 feet, they are the highest cliffs in Pomerania. For the past few days, we've been exploring the beaches located within the city, so it's finally nice to get to a secluded beach outside of the city. There's actually a trail that goes through the woods all the way up to those cliffs, and that's where we're gonna go next. We're now hiking up to the top of the Orlowskie cliffs. It's been a while since we've been hiking. There aren't very many places to go hiking in the city. Right down there you can see the beach we were just at. Get to Gdynia by following the beach, so we'll see. From 1253 to 1918, Gdynia was nothing more than a tiny fishing village. But then after World War I, when Poland finally gained its independence and Gdansk became a free city, Poland lost access to the port in Gdansk, so in the 1920s they built their own port, so that's how the town of Gdynia came to be, and today it's nothing more than a port city. Behind me is the Błyskawica. It's a huge warship that was built between 1935 and 1937 in a British port. This ship was actually used in several battles during World War II. This beautiful ship behind me is the Dar Pomorza. It was built in 1909. It was commissioned by the Germans, used by the Polish Marines, then given to France, rebuilt by the Danish, and during World War II it was stationed in Stockholm so that it wouldn't be damaged, and today it sits here in the port of Gdynia. I'm now hopping on a train and traveling about 30 miles outside the city to Malbork Castle. The train from Gdansk to Malbork costs around $12 and takes about an hour, making the castle a popular day trip destination.
Nie chodź koło róży, nie otrząsaj kwiatów. Nadobna dziewczyno, nie bałamuć światu. Nadobna dziewczyno, nie bałamuć światu. Nie siadaj, nie gadaj, nie zalecaj mi się. Nie siadaj, nie gadaj, nie zalecaj mi się. Ja majątku nie mam, nie spodobam ci się. Ja majątku nie mam, nie spodobam ci się. Kapela! Hej! Wyłącz się! I to się!
Wow, absolutely an incredible sight. We're in Malbork, and behind me is the town's most famous landmark, and in fact it's one of the most famous tourist attractions in Poland. It's the castle of the Teutonic Knights, and it's a 13th century fortified monastery that belonged to the Teutonic Order. It was completed in 1406 at 143,000 square meters. It is the largest castle in the world and the largest brick structure in Europe.
We're crossing Nowy River on the walking bridge. It's the castle, Teutonic Knights Castle. Brian is going through the castle. That's a gate. It's a chapel inside in the castle. On the walls we see crests of knights. They die on the Battle of Grunwald or Tannenberg. Beautiful room of some of the Teutonic Order knights. A gobelin on the wall.
See these right here? These are the robes that were worn by the Teutonic Order.
This is a cannonball. The Polish king attacked the castle in 1410. Polish King Jagiełło.
Co?
We are on the room. I don't know what kind of room, but all here is very, very old, from the 13th and 14th century. It's holy people, fresco on the wall, kings and knights. This was probably big cathedral church for the priests, big masters. That's how looks original Polish knight hussar. The wings they used against the Turkish and Tatars, and they scare the Turkish and Tatar horse, and they ran from the battle.
Have a look at this. Even their horses had armor.
It's a cannons from the Battle of Grunwald. Was one of the first cannons ever used in the battle in Europe. But both sides, Germans and Polish, they didn't have any experience and they didn't really know how to use these cannons.
As you can tell from this enormous crowd of people around me, today is no ordinary day here in Gdansk. In fact, it is a very special day because today is the start of the Dominican fair. The fair is named after Saint Dominic, and it was first organized in 1260 by Pope Alexander IV as a way to keep people from falling asleep during the evening mass. The festival allowed merchants from all over the world to come together and trade their commodities, culture, and ideas, and even share stories about sea monsters. And the result is this chaos you see around me. You know, this spectacular event has been taking place for over 750 years, and the fair starts on the last Saturday in July and lasts for 3 weeks, during which more than 70,000 people will descend upon the city every day, a number which will double during the weekends, and today happens to be a weekend. And not only that, but it's the last Saturday in July, which means the opening ceremony. So there's gonna be at least 100,000 people here.
A na znak rozpoczęcia naszej uroczystości poproszę sygnalistę o odegranie hejnału jarmarku dominikańskiego. Szanowni Państwo, hejnał został odegrany znak, że rozpoczynają się uroczystości otwarcia jarmarku świętego Dominika. Dostojnych gości poprosimy o przejście pod zieloną bramę.
Witamy gorąco wśród nas prezydenta miasta Gdańska, pana Pawła Adamowicza.
Jak co roku spotykamy się na Długim Targu, aby otworzyć największą w Europie pod gołym niebem imprezę jarmarkową. Proszę pilnować, by towary były dobrej jakości.
Zapraszamy teraz wszystkich naszych dostojnych gości, aby zgromadzili się przy tym największym na świecie bębnie i my na tym bębnie uderzeniami odliczymy 753 lata jarmarku. Tak. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 30 lat do bitwy pod Grunwaldem! 40! 72 roku miał miejsce pierwszy rozbiór Polski. 60! 70! 80!
752 uderzenia za nami, drodzy Państwo.
Jarmark Świętego Dominika Anno Domini 2013 uważamy za otwarte.
Ostatnie uderzenie! Niech żyje Gdańsk!
Niech żyje Gdańsk!
Niech żyje Jarmark Świętego Dominika!
Niech żyje Rzeczpospolita!
Niech ten złoty deszcz symbolizuje bogactwo, dobrobyt i prosperity nie tylko dla Gdańska, ale dla całej Polski, Europy i świata!
With over 750 years of tradition behind it, the fair has grown to become the largest open-air culture and commercial event in all of Europe. Over the course of 23 days, more than 1,000 merchants will take up residency in Gdansk, and the streets will be packed with musicians, food vendors, and colorful characters. It's my last day here in Gdansk. I'm flying back home tomorrow, and there's one more thing that I've been wanting to do before I leave. One of the most beautiful ways to view the city is from the water, and for 40 zł you can sail down the Motlawa River on a modern-day pirate ship.
Słońca w całym mieście, nie widziałeś tego.
Great way to end my trip to Gdansk. I've always wondered why such a beautiful city like Gdansk never gets shown on any travel shows or commercials, but now I know. This city is so incredible that it doesn't need to be advertised. People have been coming to this city for centuries, and there is a reason why so many nations have tried to conquer it. But Gdansk also has its cons like every other place on earth. Although it has an amazing culture and history, the people here aren't exactly the friendliest you'll meet, especially the salesmen, and if you're not careful, you can get easily scammed. The transportation system is a bit of a mess. During the summer, it gets extremely crowded, and if you're an American, you might get charged a little extra for hotel rooms and services, but if you can manage to put all that negative stuff aside, Gdansk is truly an incredible travel destination you'll never forget.
Ale koło jest wesoło.